Left a good job down in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost 1 minute of sleep, and I was worried about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning. Oh, proud Mary, keep on burning, yeah. And we're rolling, 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 yeah. Rolling, rolling down the river. Good morning, people. Sad news, of course. We've lost Tina Turner. We don't need another hero. We don't need another hero. We just need to find a way home under the Thunderdome. I love that woman singing. Like Ike told her, "And me, you sang like a man." This is all we remember of him. Hi, people. Tina Turner that passed away. I believe she was 83 years old. Let me see. Yes, she was 83 years old. So sad. You know, we used to didn't even know when people passed, right? We would not think about people. They were out of the spotlight. They had left the stage. Their show was canceled. We never know what happened to them, right? But now with this internet, we know everybody that dies, right? And I've just noticed that death is a very real thing. People are dying every day. We got a new celebrity just passing away, right? And it can be, it's just so sad. I guess it's a good thing that we know, but anyway, I loved Tina Turner's voice. I loved watching her perform. She said, "What's some of her other songs?" Let me see. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're the best. You're better than all the rest. I'm hooked on your love, held up on your easy charm. Mm-hmm. Then she sang, I think this is a remake. What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? May seem to you that I'm acting confused. It's physical. Didn't. Oh, okay. Let me get another song. On the Knotbush City Limits. I'm looking at this chart of some of her hits. She's had quite a few. She's had a long career. How y'all doing today? Hi, Alfreda Gross. I'm so glad you didn't leave the beef sector. You're still around here. That's wonderful. I hope things are going well for you. I am Miss Red. How you doing? Mm-hmm. She is truly a legend. And not only among the R&B, but she was a rock and roll legend, honey. Yeah, she's up there with Mick Jagger and people like that. Rest it easy, Tina Turner. Mm-hmm. Get some more of these songs. So she had a couple of big comebacks, but she's been singing since the 60s, right? Anna Mae Bullock. Hold on a minute. The Knotbush City Limits. I think that's where she was from. Okay. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just a private dancer, a dancer for money, and any old music will do. Gonna make $1 million. No, all the men come in these places, and we don't know their names. We don't think of them as human, and we don't ask their name. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Let me see. I don't want to lose you. I don't know that one. I don't want to fight. I don't care who's right or wrong. I just don't want to fight no more. Don't care who's wrong or right. I know I feel you on that one, Tina Turner. I just don't want to fight no more. Just leave me alone. Just relax, honey. You better be good. I forgot about that one. You better be good to me. She had, you better be good to me. She had, you might as well say that you was addicted to love. The lights are on, but you're not home. Your mind is not your own. Your body sweats. Will you be mine? Oh, you like to think that you immune to my stuff. Oh, yeah. Might as well face it, you was addicted to love. Mm-hmm. A fool in love. I don't know that one. Rock Me Baby. She had a song called Rock Me Baby. She had Disco Inferno. Okay. You Know I Love You. I don't think I remember that one. Mm-hmm. It's gonna work out fine. I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. Oh, window pane. Do you remember how sweet it used to be? Yeah, when we were together, everything was so grand. You know it was. Now that we parted, there's one thing that I just can't stand. I can't stand. She has steamy windows. Look me in my heart. Look me in the heart. I don't think I heard a lot of these songs. Okay. It Takes Two. Love Thing. She had more than that. This is some of the songs that she had. Okay. Let me go check out some more. Tina Turner. Okay. Let's see. I'm missing you. I think she sang that with Mick Jagger. Better be good to me. Okay. All right. How y'all today? Tina lived till she was 83 years old, so she won. We can't expect, we're not gonna live forever, people. And I'm sure that when you get to be that age, nobody really wants to live forever. We want to keep them alive because they're our celebrities and we love them. Are the people that you love in your own personal life. But we all going in the same direction. And she certainly had an exciting, adventurous life, both in this country and in others. Mm-hmm. Better be good to me. Where's she at? Okay. Rest easy, Tina Turner. Is Ike still alive? He's been gone a long time, right? Yeah. When they broke up, he never really did much after that. He said he was behind the scenes. I think he was behind the scenes doing drugs mostly. But she went on and created herself a beautiful career. What more can you ask for? Pray for the family. You know, they've lost someone. They've suffered a loss. I'm sure she left plenty behind for four of them. She was a wealthy woman. She was in her lane, a lane all by herself, right? You could never just call her an R&B singer. Not that there's anything wrong with being an R&B singer, but she was not like Aretha Franklin, somebody, right? She was like somewhere in between R&B and rock and roll. Mm-hmm. We just sit back and watch everybody pass down these days, and like I said on this social media, I mean, we find out moments after the person has passed, you know. But I believe that she was talking about having some serious illness. I think starting 2 years ago, right? You don't want people to suffer. In the lane all by herself, honey. Mm-hmm. There's another one. It wasn't I love it simply, you're simply the best. You're better than all the rest. I did like that one. Saying that private dance again. It's Heidi's theme song, honey. Y'all look out for Heidi, honey. She wrote Heidi's theme song. Mm-mm. There'll never be another. Is there something? Certainly an exciting life. Where did she live? She didn't live in this country for, I mean, the last many years, the last couple of decades, I believe. Where was she, in Sweden or somewhere? Or I forget where. Mm-hmm. I saw her live in the 80s. I almost got hit by her one time in Hollywood. Me and my friend was very, let me see, he was a very flamboyant type of guy. And we were crossing the street on La Cienega Street in Hollywood. And this car had to stop because we were crossing, you know, in the crosswalk, but really just interrupting traffic. So when she stopped suddenly, and we looked in the car, and it was Tina Turner. She was driving some kind of Mercedes. But we said, Tina. You know how you do it when you see movie stars. Tina. And she said, she flipped her hair and go, get out of the street, nigga. Almost ran your ass over. We was high on that shit, I think. Mm-hmm. Boy, she was shaking on legs. What was she, up into her 70s? Mm. She was doing that Proud Mary way into her. I think she was about 70 years old when she finally stopped. Anna Mae Bullock from Knott Bush. Was it Knott Bush, Tennessee? Where's Knott Bush at? Mm-hmm. You remember when, this is Sharon B. I remember when my parents went to see her and Ike for 25 cents. Lord have mercy. Isn't that something when you see the prices of things in those days, though? Loaf of bread, a nickel. I said, how the hell are they making a living selling bread for a nickel? But that's what it costs, honey. Soda pop was a quarter. But you can see Ike and Tina for 25 cents. I know James Brown, even when I was maybe 10 years old, I started going. Every year he came to Indianapolis, the children were 99 cents. Of course, that means the parents had to come to take them, you know. But all the kids paid 90 for years. I think you up till 13 or something like that, 12 or 13. God's got her. We got to remember what the gospel is, honey. If you believe. Yeah, one of the best career revivals I've ever seen. She had one of the best career revivals I've ever seen. Absolutely. With that Private Dancer thing, that was a huge album. I think it was number one. And it had like, what, 4 hits on it? That list I just went over, that wasn't all of her hits of the songs we're familiar with. It was just one playlist. What's love got to do with it? That's right. She made a good point, honey. Now, that's not saying that love doesn't exist, but we're just saying, hi, Charles Dawson. Ike passed away. You know, Ike was a crackhead most of his life. That wasn't surprising. I'm sure she's going to get a much greater send-off than Ike Turner got. She will be missed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We don't need another hero. We just need to find our way home. Her sons passed away recently. Her sons? You with the S? Adriana? Or her son? It's bad when you die before your children die before you. I misunderstood. Are they understanding now? You get to make the babies understand, baby. I'm sensitive about my shit. I'm just being silly, honey. Okay. It was Sweden. It was Sweden or Switzerland. Yeah, I think Switzerland. Her and Diana had a similar thing where they married these very wealthy, multi-billionaires, I think. I think she stayed with hers, though, at least for many, many, many moons. Oh, Nikki, here could be going Nikki B. I can't even sing to celebrate Tina. Lord have mercy. Nikki B, what do? You be in the back of the church, send her. Sing, boy, sing. Hallelujah. Damn, we can sing. Mm-hmm. Milk Bush. Cold pussy for sale. I don't know where I got that lyric from, but I added it to the song back in the 70s and I always sing it like that. There's some other thing. We go to church on Friday. We cabaret on Friday. We go to church every Sunday. They called it Knotbush, a little old town. Oh, Knotbush, over the Knotbush city limit. And that's what I put that cold something for sale. It wasn't the lyric, honey. Mm-mm. She had 4 sons. Well, she probably got 4 rich sons now. Be quiet. Sit down, the bum. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can sing. Thank you, Nikki B. Oh, I got permission. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Big wheel, keep on turning. Even then, I don't think I thought of her as an R&B singer. She was still something different. She had that class unto herself. Mm-hmm. And then the ladies, I don't know if they did what kind of leg exercises they did, but them were some strong leg women, honey. To do that dance, this is long before Beyonce, honey. Mm-mm. And they had used to wear them what they call micro mini skirts. Woo! And just shaking it, baby. Mm-mm. Oh, ugly ass Ike sit over there like he pimping everybody, honey. Mm-hmm. Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. Beyond Thunderdome. Everybody say. Tina shot Michael's brother Randy in the foot. What? When he calls her in bed with he caught her in bed? Or the spelling is wrong, lovely one, but we understand you're on your phone or something. Okay. Tina shot Michael's brother Randy in the foot when he caught her in bed with his woman. Oh my goodness. Oh, I never followed the tea like that, child. She shot me in the foot. What did she didn't shoot him in the ass? Mm-hmm. Or the heart. Oh, it's more Jackson T. Okay, I didn't know that. How old was she? He was 83 years old. 83 is a full life. Anything over 73, really. What was it, 4 score and 20? And then many times after you are 80 years old, if you have health issues, and most people do, it's not necessarily a good time. Some people say, "Oh, I want to live forever. I'm be 90 something years." When I go to the store, sometimes there are a couple of people in this neighborhood. These very old people in their 90s, they can barely walk. You have to sit at the light for 10 minutes while they cross the street. I don't know that I would necessarily want to be 90, 100 years old. You know, I guess it depends if you're in relatively good health. But you don't want to walk around, you don't even know who the hell you are or who your kids are or dementia and all the stuff that goes along with it. So her son passed away about 5 years ago. So she lost one son, she had four. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I don't really follow celebrity like that. Most of the things that I remember from old days. Hmm. That's right. She sure did. I think that thing ended with Mike Ike. She was in her 20s, wasn't she? Oh yeah, she came back. At one point, she was one of like the most popular star there was. What album was that? After she left Ike, I think that one with the private dancer was a comeback. But there were more than just that one song on that album. People are leaving their mark on us. They are sure passing. I have to think, well, damn, if I was looking at all these people when I was a teenager, so you remember most of your music, your teens and your 20s, I think. They were grown people then. So if I'm 20, now I'm 65, that means they're all in their 80s. Everybody I listen to have to be in their 80s, 90s, honey. Nobody want to live forever. She, along with a few other really catapulted music and the genres, she did say she was even considered a rock queen. Yeah, she was. She's definitely saying she knew she was familiar with David Bowie. She performed with him. She performed with Rolling Stones, and a lot of the great. She would be billed with a lot of rock and roll singers as well. Right? It was just unique. Like Ike said, and I mean, you sang like a man. I mean, not like a man, but she was aggressive on stage. Mm-hmm. God gives you those gifts, baby. I don't care how many degrees you get. Mm-mm. God has to give you that, baby. You can't learn it. You can't practice it up. Either you got it or you don't. And some people they just have it. They just have that star power. Mhm. Deep River Deep Mountain High. Yeah, I saw that on the list, but I don't remember that song though. Let me see. Let me see what else she got. Okay. They're not listening to all of them though. The best. Okay. Best live in Barcelona. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. I don't think that's it. I can't remember. Albums. Let me see. Okay. Albums. Don't Turn Around. The Ike and Tina. I think it's the Ike and Tina Experience. Shake a Tail Feather. You should have. What is it? They're not giving you the whole. Oh no, baby. Can't play no music. You should have treated me right. She had lots of music that I wasn't aware of. This is just listening to the okay, Mississippi Rolling Stone, A Fool in Love, She sang a lot of other people's music as well. Anyway, we all loved her. I did. She was a great entertainer. I think in the early years they didn't have all that many hits though. They were more known for when they were I Continue to Review. They were more known for their performances than they were for hit records. I don't remember them having a whole lot of hit records, at least not in the 70s. But they were always known for their performances. Her performance. He just stood in the back and said, "Rolling." But apparently he did a lot of behind the scenes, and they would have to credit him with at least starting her career. Don't care who's wrong or right. I just don't want to fight no more. Yeah, that movie told the story. It was so horrible to see that. A woman abused like that, even though she was the star. Who else was that? A lot of these women, these divas, have been through it with these men, honey. These men, they get with the woman. She's the star of the family. She's bringing home the bacon. And there are a lot of guys can't take it. They get jealous of their own wives or the people who they helped create. Because everybody's hollering their name and ain't nobody hollering his, you know. I made her. I made her. You made her then. Okay. I thought God made her. Rolling on the river. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people that you don't have to worry if you get into something. People on the river are happy again. Big wheel keep on turning. Primary keep on burning. Yeah. I Can See the Movie was a big at the box office years ago. I Can See the Movie was big at the box office years. It's gonna be big today probably. Usually when they pass, people start listening to their music and watching their movies, right? Nothing like the truth. Even when the truth is tragic, people want to see the truth, right? So it always brings an audience. Lady Sings the Blues. That wasn't no happy story. The men were narcissists trying to hide in their wives' talent. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. Thank God she got out early. So glad she put her story out there. So many legends don't tell their story. If they don't tell the real story, not like she did, right? I was surprised. You guys who haven't seen that one, I Want to Dance, somebody, Whitney Houston story. I think it's on Netflix. Was it on Netflix or Amazon? One of the two of them. It's on Netflix. Just came out recently. That's a great story. And they told the story about her and her love life. And it was not what was presented to the public, right? Bobby Brown was not the primary person, at least according to the way they presented it this time. She had a woman. I thought she had another song that I can't remember what it is, and I believe it was around the same time as Private Dancer. There were more hits on that album, right? Let me see. Hold on a second here. Tina Turner. Okay. Tina Turner. Private Dance. Private. Private Dancer. Lyrics. Extended version. I want to know the album. Tina Turner. Private. Vinyl. Okay. Tina Turner. Private Dancer. Remastered. I can't find what else was on the album, but it had more than one song on it, honey. Private Dancer vinyl. Private Dancer. Let me see what this is. We don't need a hero when what's going on? What's love to do with it? Better be good. Oh, you better be good to me. I don't need. I don't know what the word lyrics. Okay. Steamy windows, river deep, mountain high. Typical male, proud Mary, private dancer, addicted. Oh, might as well say that you're addicted to love. The lights are on, but you're not home. Your mind is not your own. Your body sweats. Whoa, you like to think that you immune to my stuff. Oh, yeah. Might as well face it, you're addicted to love. Okay. Okay. When the heart is over, the heartache is over. On silent wings, let me say, since, baby, since we've been together. That's Al Green remake. Loving you forever is what missing you. How did missing you go? I'm missing you. Okay. Loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one. So this song is not as many hits as you would think. Mm-hmm. So we're all naming the same songs, and it's only a handful of songs. Tina Turner was known as a performer. So I don't know how many top hits she had. I know I seem to like all of them though. Mm-hmm. Private Dancer was the best-selling album. Mm-hmm. You hear that, Heidi? I know you're looking. All the men come in these places, and the men are all the same. Some people thought that was about dancing, honey. Ain't no damn private dancer, my ass. Private lap dancer. Mm-hmm. Mick Jagger is going to take this news hard. It's amazing how the Rolling Stones are still going. They all in their 80s, right? And they look every day of it, honey. But they're still out there. They're still giving. I guess that they're a major corporation. People still making money, but those guys are old. And when you're at that age, you're in your 80s and I guess close to 90 years old, pretty much you've lost everybody. You there by yourself. Because most people don't make it that far, you know. But I think that Jagger, he's still touring, isn't he? She aged gracefully. I remember a big announcement that she was retiring just a couple years ago. And it was related to some kind of health issues. It's only love. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Goonies say never. Goonies never say die. I'm not agree with that. You said Mick Jagger always claims publicly that Tina Turner told him how to dance. No, Goonies. He said James Brown taught him how to dance in a recent documentary. And then he showed, to make his point, he showed James Brown on Ed Sullivan. And James Brown was doing that dance, doing the James Brown, wiggling his legs and all that. And then he showed the next time that he appeared on Ed Sullivan's show, he was attempting to dance like James Brown. And that became his signature, his dancing. But his dancing was never pretty like James, But you can see that it definitely came from James Brown. Just like Michael Jackson learned from James Brown. Mm-hmm. Besides that, Tina was a woman. He should be trying to dance like a woman. A sexy woman, honey. Yes, indeed. Mick Jagger is 79. Okay, so he's 79 is 80, For me, I want to retire, relax, do things that I want to do. Some people just like to work, I guess. If I was very rich like that, I don't think I want to be performing not into my 80 years old. Some do. Some perform until the day they die, A lot of these politicians, they stay in office until they carry them out the White House. Hi, Egyptian goddess, and to Shauna J. Hi, moderators. How y'all doing today? Yeah, so y'all check out that if you haven't seen it, that Whitney Houston deal on Netflix. Netflix seems to be doing everybody's biography these days, and not only singers and entertainers, but all kinds of people, murderers, everything. You know, everybody gets their story told these days, which is great. You know. That would be Wilson Hunt. He's too greedy. He said, "Oh, I can't imagine sitting around. Nigga, you can't imagine not paying them bills, nigga. Because the moment you sit your black ass down is when they gonna come knocking on the door. You know it, and I know it. I ain't gonna never retire. I retire from what? Don't you got to get a job before you retire?" They jealous of a successful black man. They show me one, girl, because it sure ain't you, honey. And I would admire him. Mm-hmm. Tina Turner. Okay, this is Goonies. Tina Turner taught Mick Jagger how to dance when she toured with the Rolling Stones in the 60s. He credits James Brown, but I mean, I guess you take dance from anybody, right? Now he's known for his wiggle. He got the wiggle leg too. He had the white guy version of James Brown moves. Really, he said that that's what he was trying to mimic, because James Brown was so popular, and they did a lot of their music were R&B remakes. But I'm sure did he learn a lot of stuff from Tina Turner. They were put in the same class. I mean, they knew each other. They performed with each other often. She also performed with David Bowie, which was a favorite of mine as far as rock and roll goes. RJ's a priest. I want to talk about Jay Wheels. Imagine he will start a new career in his 80s. He's still starting them, child. He's still starting them careers, baby. He said, Jay Wheels. Well, I guess depends on how you define what a career is. If you work for a temporary agency, I'd imagine everywhere you go, that's your career, right? Because one has nothing to do with the other. We caught him going to work at the mall with the Baby Gap some damn where. So the most recent, he said he was a travel agent, right? Oh, they didn't know. They didn't. Some of y'all figured it out. Yeah. They didn't know. I saw they getting money from there. I said, got it. Nigga, how you gonna be a travel agent? You only got one client. This bullshit ass thing. You try to take advantage of the people on YouTube, girl. That was the end of their career, the beginning and the end. Tim, I wish she was more black. Why? You ain't got enough black entertainers? She ain't got to be more black. I don't believe that now. I believe that people got to be who they are, honey. Right? I don't think everybody got to be singing R&B. Now, what about Jimi Hendrix? Tim, 2345. Should Jimi Hendrix, even though he performed with many of the most popular black acts, does that mean that Jimi Hendrix couldn't be a rock and roll star? Something different, honey. Add a little flavor to everything. RJ's he went from flight attendant to dean to drug sales to travel agent. Yes. Keep him coming. 2 weeks from now, he'll be on CD doing something else. Oh, I can't say what it is. I can't say the thing about it. The thing that fucked him up is he had the nerve to come in here talking about other people their work history and so forth. Like he was some kind of career man or some kind of shit, girl. All he talked about is their job. Jay Wilson, moved into that house, and immediately lost the job. He went to San Antonio, applied for the job. He got a job with the San Antonio, applied for the house based on the job. And immediately after he got the house, he lost the job. That's right. It's all tied together. So now he's just a nickel and dime hustler, RJ Supreme. And he is a client of a temporary agency. That's what the lady at the hospital told us. He works for a temp agency. Now, I could work for a temp agency if I chose to, right? This is all, he don't got no job. Tommy, you ain't got no job. And when they fired him from the damn taking advantage of the prep people, he came on with a shirt and tie like he was going to work. I got to go to work. I love my job. What, you ain't working? You ain't. Isn't this supposed to be Elton John's last tour? I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow celebrity enough. Yeah, he's up there too. And there's something we knew these guys from since they were 20. Now they're 80. I wouldn't doubt that they probably have a hard time remembering the lyrics. The knees hurt, ankles hurt, to get up in front of all those people. And it's not only just the performing, right? Because you can sit down and perform. Big part of his act is sitting down at the piano performing. It's the traveling. It's the being in different cities every day. It's got to be exhausting. Hey, Squeenie. Look at security. He gonna bark till they leave in front of the door. Get it, bum, over here in the ding dong ding. Say it, bum, right there. Come on. Say it, bum. You stay quiet. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're obviously never heard of Big Mama. Who? Me or the other person? Who the one that wanted to be more black? Big Mama Thornton or Chuck Berry? Yeah, Chuck Berry, he said he was the king. He said he invented rock and roll. Quiet as kept. Even Little Richard wasn't all. He was a crossover. Good golly, Miss Molly. He was no R&B singer. There's all kinds of ways, honey. I'm never mad at people for crossing over and doing something in other communities as well. We're going to be worldwide stars, not just one niche. Look at R&B. Hell, people don't even sing R&B no more. Seems to me that all they do now is talk. The superstars are rap, talking. I think rappers are basically poets. So things change, honey. You got to be able to move. Love Elton John, Unc. Yeah, I like him. He has some beautiful music. Mm-hmm. Rocket Man. Let me see. Phil Laytot of Tin Lizzy was a black rocker as well. The guy in Guns N' Roses. What's his name? Flash. What's his name? Flash. He was black. He's a rock and roll star. You don't want to limit people, honey. If a black person can sing opera, they're masters their craft. Then let them sing opera. Good. Then they got black people in opera. Wherever you go, there should be black people everywhere. Mm-hmm. We're not all just basketball players. We can do all kinds of shit. Little Richard was copied. Good golly, Miss Molly. I was in prison with his son. His name for me was Good Golly. I always call him Good Golly. Right. Good golly. Send me one. That's a cigarette. Send me a cigarette. We were buddies in Vacaville prison. That was the last time I went to. In Living Color is all black rock group. In Living Color is an all black rock group. In Living Color, I never heard that one. Little Richard was definitely copied. Him, Chuck Berry, yeah, of course. How you gonna not copy James Brown? They show clips of Michael Jackson dancing, and then they'll put a clip right next to that and showing you James Brown, and they're doing the exact same dances. Obviously, James was a star before Michael was born, or when he was a little baby. But yeah, of course he learned from him. What's wrong with learning from somebody else? James Brown wish he would Michael Jackson. But y'all notice now, all those moves, if you watch these YouTube shorts, probably on TikTok as well, all these guys, they playing Michael Jackson music, and they all can do the moonwalk, walking backwards, sliding across the floor. All those moves that he had, people are copying him still to this day. And now these youngsters can do it better than Michael. But the thing was, he was the first one to do it. I mean, James Brown did the camel walk first. Then Michael Jackson did the moonwalk. But a lot of these young kids are doing the moonwalk now, right? When you're young, your body is, you can do stuff like that. So his music is all over YouTube Shorts. I don't know about Twitter and all that. I assume it's the same thing. Slash, not Flash. Okay. Nubiology. Yeah, I get stuff wrong constantly. Elvis didn't. No, Elvis didn't. Well, at the end, they called Elvis racist and all that kind of stuff because he said all the black man could do for me is shine my shoes, whatever. There was so much pressure on him. But when you look at the history of Elvis Presley, he started off singing with black people. That was where he learned how to sing, right? And then the right racists, they didn't like that. They didn't like him being associated with black people. So he came out with a statement to prove himself to them, is my belief. It always has been my belief. Because you look at the old pictures of Elvis Presley, he's always with all black people. Mm-hmm. He certainly learned he certainly learned how to sing from black people. Tin Lizzy? I don't know about Tin Lizzy. I used to love George Michael. Yeah, he's gone too. George Michael. Mm-hmm. White boy. Well, gay white man. Mm-hmm. Most young people don't know. They don't know who Tina Turner is. He's not relevant. I'm 60. My grandkids don't listen to her. Well, I don't know that the grandkids would listen to Tina Turner. We know who she is. She's going to be copied, of course. Somebody will come along and sound like Tina Turner, whatever. But some of the people that they call superstars, I said, well, damn, is anybody gonna sing a song? Nobody. Baby, you looking really good when you're backing that ass up. Shit, I could have been a star. It was all about talking. But that's what they like, honey. Times continually change. It used to mean something when you can sing. Now you gotta have moves and you gotta rap. They'll be playing her stuff. She's part of history. I think she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, isn't she? You went to a Gladys Knight concert and she sounds as good as she did 40 years ago. Yeah, I used to love her. And that was an R&B singer. She crossed over as far as entertainment after she got her own TV show and all that. And I'm sure she had a mixed audience in Vegas, but that was the whole point. You want to cross over, you want to get as biggest audience as you could. But yeah, I saw her. She looks good too. If she had any kind of surgery, I hope that she just stopped though, because initially, I think 1 or 2 surgeries is fine. We don't all want to be no Michael Jackson though when our nose fall off. Everything must change. Nothing and no one here stays the same. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the sky and hummingbirds do fly. Everything must change, baby. There's a time, a season, and a place for everything. These people had wonderful careers, wonderful lives. They lived lives of privilege, although sometimes not as privileged as we would think, because many times when they're very popular, they're constantly traveling. So when you see these big mansions and stuff they live in, they're barely there, honey. Their kids don't know them. So there's a price to be paid for being a star, right? That's why I would say my goal would be to retire earlier enough where I can actually enjoy my life. Freddie Mercury said, music changes through the years. Yeah, it does. I mean, styles change. Mm-hmm. Let this sang the blue. She got back. That was the style back in the 20s and 30s. She feels so sad. Wants the world to know. Now, Billie Holiday was a star in her time, a big star. I thought she was just a junkie, but no, they showed she had a lifestyle. It wasn't all bad. I mean, they were trying to make a point in the movie, but she was huge. Whole different way of singing. Rick James, Johnny Gill. Some people, y'all just love celebrity. I think the funniest thing about music is who people you consider stars. I believe it's in your teens and in your 20s. Those are the people that stick with you, right? So even when you're in your 60s, those are still the people that you consider to be stars and legends. Doesn't change that much. You very rarely hear an old man, a man my age, listening to rap music. This is a different time, different season. And the people who are listening to rap right now, I mean, we know some of the old brothers out there with their hat to the side saying, "You dig?" We understand that. But the people you're listening to now will stick with you. And you could be in your 50s and 60s and still remember the music from your youth. Right? If you talk to somebody 80 years old, they'll remember, they're still singing the songs they sang when they were 19, 20. It's just the way it is. Which Indian tribe was she, Tina Turner, from? Down there in Mississippi. Was Notbush in Mississippi? She said she lived on the Notbush city limit. She said she went to Cabaret on Friday. She go to church every Sunday. They called it Notbush, a little old town. It was nice. Sang a song about her hometown. Goonies. Only folk pretty much doing R&B now is a bunch of blue-eyed soul people. Oh, it'll change again. Styles, people don't listen to the same thing forever. Mm-hmm. I thought Tennessee, Notbush was in Tennessee. My family was from Tennessee. They're from Nashville, but I never been there. My grandma moved to Indianapolis before we were born. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see what else y'all say. Sing a Tina song. Mm-hmm. I keep going back to Private Dancer. The people like me to sing Private Dancer. Okay, this is dedicated to Heidi Flymonster. All the men come in these places, and the men are all the same. You don't think of them as human, and you don't ask their name. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just a private dancer, a dancer for money, and any old music will do. It wasn't about dancing, baby. Mm-hmm. You do anything for money, baby. Dancing in the Street was Tina Turner and Mick Jagger together. They'll be dancing. I thought Mick Jagger did that song with David Bowie as well. They had a hit record with it. Dancing, dance, yeah, round the town. They're dancing in the streets. There'll be records playing, music playing, whatever. They had a hit record with that, but it doesn't surprise me that Tina also did it with Mick Jagger. He also did it with David Bowie when they were saying they were lovers. Mm-hmm. Oh, 25 was the speed limit. Motorcycles not allowed in it. Okay. They called it not bush. Oh, not bush. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, those are the words. They also don't enjoy privacy. That's right, RJ Supreme. I mean, I think it'd be terrible that every time you want to go out for a loaf of bread, you got to put a smile on your face. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Can I get an autograph for Abner? Yeah. Oh, here you go. Could you please leave me alone? Could you please? I mean, you can't go nowhere. You got to go in Beverly Hills. They got to open up the shops for the stars at night so they can come in by themselves. People all have been in your business. Now you got this social media. Y'all think we be reading people here in the beef sector? Honey, them people go through it every move every step they make, every song they sing, everything they do. We'll be watching them. They talk about everything people do. They got to get their feelings hurt. We see what happened with Cardi. Cardi said, enough. Enough. Finally, because it's Tasha K kept fucking with her. Tasha K ain't the only one. No, I don't think I would. Maybe as a young person, it would be nice to have that season in life. A lot of the people we call stars, they just had a season. We think of them as being big because we were young, but their career might have lasted 3 or 4 years. They had 2 albums, whatever. They can still remember that when people hollering their name and so forth, right? But it wasn't their whole life. It was a season in life, an experience. That would be great. If you could, in your 20s, you got all this energy. It'd probably be a whole lot of fun. 20s, 30s, but when you start slowing down, I don't know how much fun it'll be where you can't do anything without people. Look what they did with Harry, and they almost killed Prince Harry and Meghan in New York City last week, chasing them, paparazzi chasing them. Some people say it was exaggerated. Well, because they say you're chasing them at high speeds. It's very hard to move around New York City at high speeds. So we don't know that. But they were pursuing them relentlessly was the point. Now, I don't know if that's a charmed life or not. People say Meghan Markle must be the luckiest woman in the world. But there's so much negativity coming at her. That Piers Morgan freak, the way he treated her. And, you got to do all that negative publicity where you have to lead the damn country. So I don't know that it's all that great. It is another lifestyle. Sometimes people crave it, but when they get it, then what have I got? Plus, you have to continue to pump out new stuff, right? You got to do all this stuff to get up there. Then you got to work the rest of your life to try to stay up there. Yeah. So fortunately, when you're young, you think about those things constantly. What am I going to be? Do I know where I'm going to? But at this age, who gives a shit? It's already done, honey. Whatever was going to happen has already happened, right? So you don't have all this stress of trying to create a life. People, y'all let me know. Amazon got this new thing where they run commercials in your live videos. I see ads inserted on my screen now. Is it annoying? Are there a lot of commercials coming through, or is it just every once in a while? Every once in a while would be nice because I mean we got to get paid something, and all we do is live videos now, right? So I don't want to just take it out completely, but I also don't want to be just a place where just a whole bunch of commercials. So let me know. One usually. Oh shit, I ain't messing with that then. It's Z. I ain't gonna mess with that then. I get myself $2 or $3. You know, okay. You don't see commercials because you have YouTube Premium. Yeah, that's me too. Yeah, so I never know what's playing. Anyway, people, we've lost Tina Turner now. Another one gone. We seem to know every person that passes away now, but we're all going in the same direction. And that is natural, it's nature, and our day will come as well. We're just sorry to see her go. That's how I feel about it. Okay, people, thanks for coming in. Y'all have a wonderful Wednesday, and maybe we'll talk to you tomorrow. Later.